Gun Games episode 25, and in this episode I show you all the games that I bought since last time. And I have a good amount of PlayStation 2 games, a good stack of PlayStation 3 games, and a few PlayStation 5 titles that I grabbed the last few days. And so yeah, I have a lot of games to show you, but before we go into the games, let me show you the goodies that I got. And let me start with the Kiryu figurine from Digster. This is how it looks. Looks pretty dope, I must say. So there are two variations of this. You have like the shirtless option, which you can see then the dragon tattoo on his back. But I prefer him with the legendary armor. If you play Infinite Wealth, you know what I'm referring to. And you can also change the pose from this character. You have to take out the arm. And then you can put him the other arm, and he's carrying the Stamina Royale or Stamina Maximum. I'm not sure which one this is, but yeah, it has a more humorous pose because, as we all know, you know, the Yakuza franchise doesn't take itself so serious sometimes. So yeah, but I prefer the other pose. You know, it makes him look a bit more badassy. So yeah, let me give you a closer look about it. Looks pretty dope, I must say. The details are fine. You know, the color, the jacket, and the shoes. Looks pretty good. I can show you the box as well. This is how it looks. Like I said, it's from Digster or Dig, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is how it looks. On the side of the box, you have the dragon tattoo. On the back, you have the Kamurocho entrance. So yeah, not bad, I would say. Cost me 80 bucks. I'm not sure. It is nice though. Then I made a video about it. I got myself this arcade stick from FIFA, which you can put it like that. The arcade stick 2002 for the PlayStation 2, which I can also use for the PS1. I made a video about it like 2 months ago, I believe. So if you want to see this thing in action, make sure to check out the video. I tried out FIFA and Tekken 4. It's a decent one, but it also cost me only 30 bucks. So I would say it's okay. It's definitely not a Hori stick, but it's okay. It's a decent one. So yep. I've seen a lot of videos about this thing here, and I decided to give it a try myself. It's the M Classic. This is it was on sale for 87 bucks, which is very expensive, and the retail price is 120. And this one is a little upscale dongle that you can plug into your PlayStation 3 or the older consoles, but with an HDMI adapter. And it sharpens up the image, it sharpens the edges, but unfortunately it does it so aggressively that because I wanted to use this for the sports games on the PlayStation 3 because I'm still playing sports games. MLB The Show 13, Pro Evo 13, and while I was playing Pro Evolution Soccer 13, I've noticed that it sharpens the edges so aggressively that the players look sometimes as they don't have fingers or hands. It's just kind of weird. So I'm slightly disappointed by it, but I've heard so many good things about it, so I'd want to give it a try. But I would probably not really recommend it. But yeah, I wanted to make a video about HDMI options for the PS2 anyway, so I'm gonna show you like later gameplay footage of this thing here probably. Okay, now let's go over to the games. The first stack of PlayStation 2 games, I bought them in Poland. I bought them a few months ago. Two actually last year, and the reason I haven't showed you before is because like I said, I bought them in Poland in regional use sites, and the people over there, they don't ship outside the country, and sometimes not at all. So what I did was, all the games, I paid the money, but I let those people ship it to my friend, or he took care of it. And during the Euro Cup, which was last month, he visited me and he brought me the game. So this is what I got. Okay, it's just a good amount of games, but it's just that I bought them like a few months ago already. Anyhow, the first game, Sky Gunner for the PlayStation 2. It's also complete with a manual. This is aerial dogfighting shooter game, which looks nice, to be honest. I've heard also so many good things about it. I've seen gameplay footage of this game myself as well, and the game is fun. It's just like one thing I don't like about this game was the control, because it feels kind of weird. But I also must be fair here, I haven't played that long, and apparently there are two control schemes here, like the easy option, which is everything is simplified, or you can pick up the more advanced control system. And I picked up the simplified system just to check out the game, how it works and everything. And yeah, I just had some issues with it. I don't know. I will definitely try out the other control scheme. Story is about the Sky Gunners, which are pilots, and they have to protect the town Reef. And while you're progressing through the game, you can unlock more of those characters. Like I said, I haven't played that much. It gives me like a good impression overall how the game looks, but like I said, the control is something that I have to get used to. There are a more in-depth tutorial which I'm definitely gonna try out later, but overall I must say the game was fun so far and I enjoyed Sky Gunner. Shining Force Neo, Shining Force Exa, and Shining Tears. I had no clue about the Shining Force series. Apparently it's a bigger franchise that existed before the PlayStation 2. I believe it was, I'm not sure if this was Sega Genesis, but some Sega console it was already out there. Let me know in the comments. It's just like I'm getting into the franchise right now. I have played those two. Shining Force Neo I haven't played yet because I didn't have much time. The game is also still brand new and sealed. It has here a hole on the back though, but it is brand new. So I think I'm gonna open it up anyways, but I try out those two games here. Shining Force Exa is definitely a game that I'm looking forward to continue. It's also complete. Let me give you a quick look. The manual. This is the back. So it's an action-oriented RPG game. It's about a group of people trying to fight the Shining Force, which is a sword that gives you an incredible power. And the people in the group have different reasons why they want to get the sword. And you play as two playable characters: the swordsman Toma, which uses his swords, you know, close combat. You're doing some combos and stuff. And Cyril, she's a sorcerer, and you're fighting from the distance using magic. But you can also use a crossbow, which is also pretty cool. And like I said, the game looks pretty good. It has nice graphics, and yeah, I'm looking forward to play this definitely. This gave me a good impression. Shining Tears, not so much. So in Shining Tears, so give me a quick look. It's also complete. Shining Tears is a little bit different. So it's about Sion, a guy who's washed up on the shore of a river, and Alvin, who becomes later a companion, finds him. And the problem is that Sion lost all his memories, and he needs to figure out what's going on. Apparently, Sion possesses two rings that gives you like together incredible powers, and one ring you are carrying it, Sion is carrying it, which is the main character. And another ring you can give it to different companions, which you can unlock later. And the battle system is a bit different. You're always fighting with two characters, and the second character, you can give him commands with the right analog stick. I'm just not really a fan of the chibi style. That's why it doesn't really give me that great of an first impression. I will still give it a try though, because it's very early in the game, so I don't want to judge it too bad right now. But yeah, I just wanted to have the Shining Force games complete, so that's why after picking this one up, I decided to grab the other ones too, and that's why I have all three Shining Force games. The next game is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I had the first game, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, but before I posted my very first collection video in 2021, I had the feeling that I had too many games, so I trimmed down my collection and I sold games like you know, the first Dark Alliance game, Champions of Norath, Heroes Might and Magic, all those top-down RPG games, which I kind of regretted later because they are fun though, but I don't know why, I just had the feeling that I had too many games, which is funny because back then I had 130 games and now I'm having 200. So yeah, and this game here, I remember that I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. not because it's a hidden gem, it's because it just didn't pop up anywhere. And I remember that I had some tough times finding it, and now I found it, and I was like, man, for old time's sake, I'm grabbing this one. Now I have to get the first game again, but you know, it's alright. You know, it's a top-down RPG game. I think most people know this already, and it is a fun game. Next game, I actually played and finished this in 2018, but I never owned an original copy. It's Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. This game has really mixed reviews. It's considered more of a bad game, which it's understandable. It's a bit more clunkier, but the game has something that I really like about this game, which is nothing special, but I really like the wall bouncing mechanic in this game. You can just wall bounce and just jump on some platforms and do some little jumps over there. It is nice. So it had more potential, I believe, but overall I did enjoy it. If I remember right, the game wasn't also that long, but it wasn't that bad, I think. So yeah, also can play with manual. I believe that this game has a reversible cover art. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So yeah, standalone complex, not bad. And the next game, I bought it, found it actually a really good deal for this game. It's Devil Summoner 2. This game was brand new and sealed. I found it for 60 bucks. It was, like I said, new, but the shrink wrap was like half torn apart, so I took it off and I put my poly bag already over it. I haven't played it yet because I'm preparing currently now to go on vacation, and I don't have much time to start a new of those RPG games. And since the game is brand new, I don't have to figure out if the game works or not. But yeah, so yeah, it cost me 60, but the game was brand new, and I think that's a pretty good deal. Or not, just let me know in the comment section. So yeah, those were the games that I found, like I said, in Poland. Like Baldur's Gate. This game I found actually last year, but it took a while till a friend of mine came over to my place. So, but yeah. Now let me show you the PlayStation 2 games that I actually got the last 2 months. The first game, you have seen it already from my fight stick video or arcade stick. It's FIFA 2001. It's a little goal that I'm having right now. I want to have all the FIFA games for the PlayStation 2. I have 13 and 14 already, which are the most expensive. I have also 2007. Now I'm having 2001. I'm gonna try to get all of them till the next collection video. I hope I can do it. I think most people don't care about FIFA, but I'm a really football fan. I mean, winning 11, I have them all for the PS2, but I would like to have FIFA 2 because I have some good respect for FIFA. FIFA was fun, or kind of fun back then. Scarface, The World Is Yours, and Urban Reign. Scarface, it's not during the events of the movie. It's not an origin story game. This is actually after the movie, which doesn't sound like it makes much sense, I know, but apparently in the game, Tony flees from the mansion when it gets overrun by gangsters through an underground passage, but still he loses everything, all the money, all the drugs, all the reputation, and you have to rebuild your empire again, while being on a revenge thing. And the game is really fun. It's not a mediocre movie license trash game or anything. It's actually really, really good. The graphics is good. The voice actor who did Tony Montana's voice did a really good job. Unfortunately, I forgot his name, but he did an incredible good job. The driving mechanic is fun. The shooting mechanic is really good. So when you're shooting gangsters, you're building up like a berserk meter or something, and then you go, and when it's full, you can go in rampage mode, and which changes the camera to first person, and then you can shoot everybody. You have unlimited health and everything. It's really cool, and it has the 80s vibes from the movie and the soundtrack, which just makes this game really like this. It's the cherry on top. I'm telling you, the game is really, really good. If you like GTA games, it's not a bad GTA clone or anything. It's really, really good. Give it a try, especially when you like Vice City. Highly recommended. Scarface, The World Is Yours, dope game. And the next game is Urban Reign. This game I always consider as the extreme Tekken Force mode because this game is tough as nails, I'm telling you. Like, I forgot how tough this game was. Like, because the regular NPCs, they can do everything you can do. They can evade the attacks, counter attacks, special attacks, grabbing, do some wrestling moves with you. Somebody really countered me with a Stone Cold Stunner and everything. It's just, this game is crazy as hell, but it's really, really fun. This game is made by the creators of Tekken and Soul Calibur, and you can see it right away because there's so many Tekken animations, and you can even unlock Tekken characters. Sadly, only two, Paul Phoenix and Martial Law, but still, they even have the moveset, you know, from the games, and the game is so much fun. One of the best brawler games back then. Highly recommended. You know, you can also play it up to 2 players here. Amazing game. Urban Rain. They were a bit pricey, so I paid for this one $50. For this one I paid $60 because I bought them from my retail store. So from one of the best, one of the biggest fighting franchise to the next one, I got Street Fighter EX3. I only played the first EX game on PlayStation 1, never played the second. And now I got the third game on the PS2. Something that I really like is the art style. On the manual, I just want to give you like a closer look. Because the character designs, where are they? Here, man. I really like the art, the character design of the characters. Blanca, Telson. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's if you have played Street Fighter games, you will get into it right away. It's you know, a 3D fighting game. You know, I mean, now everything is 3D, but back then, you know, like Street Fighter games had like the sprites, you know, with Third Strike and the older Street Fighter games, and it was a 3D Street Fighter game. And it has the same move inputs, you know. It's just like the Ryu's Tatsu is a little bit weird in this game, but besides that, it is literally one the same thing. What really makes this game special though is when you play the arcade mode, you can recruit your opponents, and it will end up sometimes, you know, like chaotic 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3 battle, but it's still fun. I like it. So yeah, it's still a fun game, Street Fighter EX3. Let me show you what I got for the PlayStation 3. So I got a little stack over there. So let's go straight into it. So the first game is The Last Guy. Has nothing to do with The Last of Us, by the way. This game was released also in the West, but only digitally. Physical release was only available, or is only available in Japan. And I grabbed myself therefore the physical copy of this game. This is actually more of a gimmicky game because you play technically Google Maps in this game. So what you do is you play as this little guy here, and you have to evacuate people because the world has been overrun by zombies, and you have a timer, and you have to evacuate as many people as you can, and you have to evade some pixelated zombies and everything. So it's more of a gimmicky game, but it's still fun. Like I said, it's available in the digital market in the West as well. But yeah, I got myself the physical game. The next game is NBA 09 The Inside. I've heard so many negative things about this game. You know, it's Sony's failed attempt to get into the basketball franchise. But I've seen the videos. It actually doesn't really look that bad. And even as like a storylines thing or story mode. So I wanted to give it a try, so I grabbed it. So next to 09, 08 was sitting, so I grabbed 08 as well. I'm not sure if this is even good or not, but I grabbed it. Then I got myself 2 Resident Evil games, 5 and 6. I don't really have to explain much. I do have them already though on the Xbox 360. I have the US versions, but yeah, the US version have like the characters on the cover art, and the PEGI or the European, they only have the numbers, which still looks good. So yeah, this one was not that fun, I must say. I mean, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, you know, especially when you play it with someone, but I just didn't really like it much. But 5 was awesome. Then I got myself more FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. And then I got myself a game because of you guys. I've got it recommended a bunch of times, and I see it even in one of my top 10, you know, my top 10 PS3 games. Someone commented it as well, and it's MotorStorm. I've seen a lot of gameplay footage, but I've never played it myself, and I'm gonna share a video of me playing it because I bought it, because I got it recommended because of you guys actually. So I was like, next time I see this game, I give it a chance, and I'm playing it. I'm not sure how to make the video though, because the PlayStation 3 blocks capture card images, so it's a little bit more complicated if you want to see it more in a professional style, or otherwise I'm gonna put the camera in front of the TV like everybody's doing. Gives you like more the old YouTube vibes and your friend is sitting next to you type of energy. So I don't know, but let me know if you prefer to see it just like recorded or so. And otherwise, just wait and till I upload the video, and you of course are very welcome to check out the video. All right, so we are not done yet. Oh, I forgot something for the PS2 actually. It's the Football Fusion pack, which includes the Manager and FIFA Football 2004. Like I said, I saw this when I was a kid. I wanted to have it. It is brand new and sealed, but it has a hole here on the side, unfortunately. But I saw this and I bought it. But I bought it only because of pure nostalgia, man. If you don't know what Football Fusion is, it seems like a pure genius move from EA. So you could play the Manager game, do transfers, strategy, anything, you know, everything what a manager does, and swap the disc and take control over your team, you know, when the game day was, and swap disc again and continue to manage your career mode. And it sounds, like I said, it sounds like a pure genius move, but the execution on PS2 was horrible, because the Manager game is a fantastic manager game on PC, but on PS2 it's horrible. You know, it is only text-based, so many details missing, and the loading times was horrible. If you play about an hour, you know, you have played effectively 15 minutes. And I know that, you know, people really love FIFA 2004. It has like amazing soundtrack. The atmosphere is great, but the game had some serious gameplay issues. People don't really talk about it, but there was a lot of scripting mechanics involved in this game. From the corner kicks with the rock, paper, scissors type of system. The free kicks was just like with the, you know, when you were hitting that green point, you know, like every free kick would go in. Dribbling was, and something that I really hate about this game was when you were shooting outside the penalty box from a specific angle, the ball will always go in. And it reminds me a little bit like that episode from Family Guy where Peter Griffin buys that Super Nintendo or that NES game and that basketball game, and he shots threes all the time. You know, it's kind of similar to that, and so that kind of is right. But like I said, I just bought it out of pure nostalgia, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm not sure what to do with it, but yeah, just old memories. College Football 25. Now this game, it's the first football game that I'm playing since the PlayStation 3 era. I have skipped the entire Madden era on PS4. I'm playing this right now on Rookie with Cincinnati, and I have to get back to the controls and everything, because sometimes that I played another football game. But overall, it is a good game. I mean, here's the thing, man. When you don't expect anything, you know, the bar is not that high. So obviously, you know, yeah, they delivered, I would say, overall a decent to a good game, because you didn't expect much, you know. But I think the videos on YouTube right now, they're a little bit too much, you know. The game is good, I get it, but it's just not that great. Something that I don't like about this game, and it's a general EA problem apparently. So they have done actually the atmosphere of this game great, and the graphics is good, but when there's replay or, you know, some situations where the game pauses, they're always switching the camera to the audience, you know, to the fans, and they look awful. It's just in every game, in FC24, in NHL, and in college football, it's just they always do that. Every single time it looks so awful, man. But hey, if we have to take that to get some good gameplay, you know, I take it. So it's not a bad game. Like I said, I'm playing right now Rookie, so I didn't expect much. It's okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get Madden, to be honest. So far I'm good. It is fun and I'm enjoying it, but I don't think I will get Madden 25. I'm gonna wait and hear about Madden 25. And the next game, which I kind of regret that I didn't pick up earlier, is Street Fighter 6. I have that lenticular cover. I got that one used, cost me 25. And this game is actually pretty awesome. I don't know. I just waited so long to buy this game because Street Fighter 5, I bought that game day one and I was so disappointed. I just don't like Street Fighter 5. Now, to be fair, I think Champion Edition looks good now, but back then the game was just not fun. I just didn't like it. And that's why I was like, nah, Street Fighter 6, I won't buy it day one. Design of the characters there look absolutely beautiful. Chun-Li looks awesome, Ryu looks awesome. Those are my main characters at the moment. I'm more of a Cammy guy, but since the game overall is a bit slower, Cammy is also a bit slower. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, maybe I just have to practice more with her, but so far I'm playing with Ryu and with Chun-Li. The only thing I don't like, the character design-wise, is Luke. I think he looks awful. He looks like one of those Brazilian bodybuilders who injects synthol into his forearms. And yeah, that's the only guy. His haircut, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Luke's design. I think he just looks awful, which is weird because every other character looks good except Luke. I don't know. But yeah, the game is fun. Alright, so those were my pickups. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more collection update videos. And see you next time. Bye.